He's Brent. He's Brent. He used to have crazy hair. He's Brent. He's Brent. He used to never wear any underwear. He's Brent.
Okay, everyone. That's me, Brent Guggisberg. It's Guggisberg Fun Day. Today, the subject, my first subject of all, will be, basically, I'm not an atheist, but you can still call me one. That's today's message. When I was younger, about 10 years ago, which is not really that young, I used to go to bars and stuff and hang out with my friends, and most of my friends were atheists, and I'd call myself an agnostic. I always said, I'm agnostic, and agnostic means one without knowledge. That's the definition of agnosticism, at least my definition, and what I thought of it as. I've never needed a God, never felt compelled to want to believe in one, but never knowing, I just said agnostic. And then my friends who were atheists would go, oh, you're just sitting on the fence, you know, having it both ways. And I was like, what are you hostile about? You technically have to be agnostic too. You don't know. Atheist means knowledge of not knowing or knowledge of no God. At least my definition, once again, these are my definitions. I find out later that there's epistemology and all these different terminologies for these words, but I call myself an agnostic, and I mean, why would you be mad for calling me saying that I don't know? And then later on in life, well, a year after that, I would say, what would be ancient Greek for one who does not care? Whatever that word is, that's what I want to be. I don't care. I don't care about the afterlife. I don't care about anything other. What I do care about is on this side of this world. There's thousands of questions to be answered that we can possibly answer, or if not, we can at least give up and go, hey, we can never answer those questions. But the afterlife, we're never going to be able to answer. Whatever the word is for ancient Greek, for one who does not care. Met this girl at a coffee shop, told her that's what I wanted. She said she was an ancient linguist. Whatever that word is, I know there's an important word for it. Don't know it. Right away I said that. She goes, oh, it's Aphorian. And I'm like, that sounds cool. I'm an Aphorian. Bam! That's the way I spell it. She didn't tell me the spelling. But I like to investigate things, so I went into the computer, the interwebs, Google if you will, and I said, hey, I typed in Aphorian in thousands, or well, 20 different ways. Thousands, ridiculous. 20 different ways, tried to spell it, couldn't find it. Technically, I think she was lying to me. I think it's a made-up word, but you know what? I fucking like it, so I'm going to be a damn Aphorian. That's who I am. I'm an Aphorian, one who does not care. I do like the debates online. I started getting really involved on YouTube, and I met some really cool people on YouTube. As far as meet, basically watch their videos. Aaron Ra, this guy right here, great spokesperson for not atheism. He's great at explaining paleontology, the study of dinosaurs and ancient life, and explaining these things. He's got a great understanding of all of that, the phyla, the genus, the species, all of those intertwined. And he's got this great series called, what is it called? And we're back. It's Foundational Falsehoods. He's got a whole series, and there's like 30 of them, I believe. If you get a chance, and the 5 of you are watching this damn video, please go watch Aaron Ra's Foundational Falsehoods of Religion. They're awesome. They're great. And he simply explains why you don't need belief. My biggest complaint about belief and the threat to humanity and why I want against it, because most people would say, oh, if you one who does not care, Aphorian, why would you be against religion? Why would you speak out against it? Well, my thought process is the things I do care about, humanity, are better off without religion. Thought process, if you don't have science and you just have religion, things go downhill real quick and we start throwing sticks and stones at each other, and it'll take another 1,000 years to get science back. If we lose religion and society falls for whatever reason, it'll take 1 day to get religion back. Somebody thinks of some crap, it makes people feel comfortable, that's how quick religion comes back. Which would you rather get rid of? One with knowledge, one without science. And science is not a belief, it's an understanding. Science is an understanding of things, and religion is nothing but a belief system. Religion has no understanding, science does. That's what I care about. So, onwards and upwards. For people for reading stuff, okay, this is my first attempt at one of these fun days, and you know, I know I said fun day. It says Guggisberg Fun Day. That's my name, and we're going to have fun. I like laughing, but this is a serious subject, so maybe there'll be something funny at the end. Or maybe not. I want you people to understand where I'm coming from. This is the person that I am. And once again, oh, now there's 10 people watching because you realized how sexy I am with glasses. But seriously, reading books is very important. And then always when the other side, religious side, says we should read this book or that book to get an honest opinion, I think, okay, I could to refute it, but I always brought up the argument. I got in an argument with actually a person online who was very religious, and they suggested these books, and I said, well, what if somebody walked into your church and asked you to read a 5-book volume on why the earth is flat? You wouldn't need to go read that book, would you? You know it's round, you've seen the pictures from space, you don't got to read it. There's a lot of people on YouTube that want to speak out against religion and go against it, and I get that. You've got people like Richard Dawkins that he's kind of a dick. When he gets in debates with people, he kind of turns into a dick, but I understand why he's doing it. He doesn't understand why these people are following a path that makes no sense, and I get that. Other people don't see that in him. I do. But what you need to learn from Richard Dawkins is that he's a biologist. He's got stories that are 20, 30 years old, or videos that are 30 years old, that basically talks about biology and evolution, and that's important stuff. Evolution is not a belief. I don't believe in evolution. I understand it. Richard Dawkins helps you understand evolution better because that's what he's good at. Lawrence Krauss, I mean, come on, the dude's awesome. Figured out dark matter, that the universe is 27% of that, and now it's 70% dark energy, and everything that makes up everything that we see is only 3% of the universe. We've just figured out. Well, Lawrence has just figured out. I didn't figure out shit. I just understood that he figured it out. We are literally 3% of this universe, and we don't understand 97%. I mean, think about that. That's why I said there's 1,000 things we need to find out on this side of this world. We don't know about. Why don't you go out and study? There's intelligent religious people out there that are wasting their time with something in a belief structure. An idiotic ideology. At least that's the way that I see it. On YouTube, there was a group, and it was started by, I think, DPR Jones. Way to go. Several years ago. I'm an artist. My full name is Brent Guggisberg. And he started a thing that was basically non-believers for helping Doctors Without Borders, MSF, Medicine Sans France. These are great people. I don't care or know if any of them or half of them are religious or what, but they go to foreign countries that are impoverished. They just help people medically. They don't solicit or proselytize any religion or any type of belief structure, or even capitalism as American. They just help people out. And I wanted to be a part of that. I donated 2 pictures 1 year in a row. A guy in Canada won one and put up a video. I was so stoked that he put up. This is it. It's called Her. Nude ladies. Hello. I like them. But listen. And then the next year was this one. And this one, I really love. This is my sculpture. It's called Beauty in Blue Sunset. Well, the sculpture is Beauty in Blue. And I took a picture of it with sunset. Ipso facto, Beauty in Blue Sunset. And I gave one of those out. And that was to the person that won that last year was a female in the military. And she was stationed in Germany. And I was so stoked that I could only imagine she was a non-believer. But the fact that she did this, she bought this artwork to help the kids, to help people in these poorer countries, and did this, I was so stoked. And she's in the military, and I think that's very important. We need to get the word out there that non-belief doesn't mean a not understanding of humanity, to not care about humanity. I beg you, please, if you want to be a better non-believer, atheist, aphorian, who wants to join me in Aphorianism? Come on now. If you want to be a better non-believer, help humanity. That's what I'm asking. That's what I want from you. You've got to help humanity make it better. Otherwise, you're just selling shit. Really, you are. Another one. I've gotten the Bible. I was told I should read the Bible. I've read most of it. I've read more of it than I know most religious people have. I'm always talking to them about it. Realize that they haven't read all of it. And I got halfway through it. It's boring as hell. When people say, well, sure, if you don't believe, you got to admit it's a really awesome story. No, you don't. It's not an awesome story. It's boring. There's 2 freaking pages of begats, and the names are jacked. Fadazalizel begat Baduzalizel. Baduzalizel begat Fanadalil. Literally, there's like word names that you don't know. Maybe they were important at some time, but now I want to have another kid. I got a child. I know you're scared. I want to have another kid and name it Feudalism. That's what I want to name my child. It's boring. If you want an awesome way to know the Bible, these guys, the Bible Reloaded, they are freaking hilarious. Jake and Howard, that's not his name, but they're freaking hilarious. They'll read you the Bible, they'll put their own little spin on it, they're funny, and it'll at least get you through the crap that you've got to get through. It's really awesome. Please, the Bible Reloaded, go check them out. Obviously, I'm in America, so Christianity is the biggest one. And before you put down in any comment section like, well, why aren't you against Muslims or Muhammad? Okay, here's a picture of Muhammad I drew. It doesn't matter, man. They're all bad. They're all bad. They all equate to the same thing. Whenever I see a show and they talk about the Iranian mullahs that are controlling Iran, we have the same group of people that if they don't, they want to control America. They want to make it a Christian state. They want to make Christianity there's people that literally here in America that want to make Christianity and put it in the Constitution. That's just as ridiculous. It's all the same thing. There's no differentiation for me on those two. And you could say, well, Christianity is not as brutal as Muslim or Islam, but you know what? It used to be at one time. Basically, Islam is just a Christianity 700 years later. That's about it. I'm not an atheist, but you can call me one. I'm definitely a non-believer. I would love for you to join me in my Euphorianism and help humanity get better. That's the one thing I'm trying to pitch here at Guggisberg Fun Day. And oh yeah, I promised something fun at the end. Here you go.